How's the summer for everyone? I don't remember like what days people are on like summer vacation or like on summer holidays, but my assumption is that a lot of people are on summer break or summer vacation, summer holiday. But yeah, Japan, it's been pretty hot. It's been around 32 degrees or like 35 degrees, that kind of temperature here. But today it's raining in Tokyo, which is kind of refreshing in a way because it's like hot every day, you know? It's nice to have some rain. But yeah. But like today I meditated before going live, and the message that I got, what was it? It was like it was about like knowing that you have everything you need at any particular moment, which to me, like I have this event coming up that I'm running for English teachers who live in Tokyo, or like people who are in this like specific group on Facebook. And it's my first time ever like conducting an event by myself, and I've been very excited about it, but also very nervous because it's literally my first time and I don't know how well it's gonna go. But when I was meditating today, I got this message of saying like a message saying that like we always have everything we need at any given moment. So like we don't really need to worry about like if something will go well or like how it's going to go, because it's going to go the way it's going to go, and you're never like there's nothing that you're lacking in achieving anything at any moment, you know. And that was like the message that I got today to talk about. So that's what I'm doing. But let's get a card for the collective, for the people watching right now, and for the people who are going to be watching the replay. What message do we have? Okay, the card is already jumping out at me. 4 of Cups. Okay, 4 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, this is the exact message. It's like this woman, she's like looking at all these cups as though they're not, like she's like uninterested, like, well, I'm not very interested in these cups. But like she has all she needs here, but she feels like that this isn't enough. This isn't what she needs. But we always have everything we need in front of us. But it's up to us to recognize those things, you know? A lot of us are like tend to look outside of us and outside of what we have like at our immediate disposal, for fulfillment. And that can lead to sometimes feeling a sense of lack and feeling like we don't have what we need, you know? But we always have what we need at any given moment. I mean, that was exactly what we were talking about, and that was the message we got. But yeah, 4 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, 4 of Cups is a card of contemplation as well. And like, I mean, contemplating is good, but it's like the perspective. You know, what perspective do we have? A card fell. Yeah, Queen of Cups. You know, Queen of Cups is a character who has a lot of love. I mean, Cups is the sign of love, you know, the suit of love. And the Queen being the mother, like the female court card. She's very loving, very nurturing emotionally, and that's the kind of energy we need if we're ever contemplating or thinking, reflecting on the past. It's not so much that we shouldn't, but it's like, what stance do we have towards it? Like, do we have a loving perspective? You know, like a message that's just coming to me is like, you know, regret, and how regret is very negative. And that's because regret is a lower vibrational feeling, and I'm not bashing lower vibrational energies, because we need those as well for balance. But it's like, what is that going to accomplish? Does that raise our vibration? Does that make us feel good? And that's what's important, is like feeling good, you know? Because if we're not feeling good, why are we doing it? You know, like, it doesn't bring us any joy, and consequently we're not going to bring any joy to anybody else by holding any kind of negative energy, you know? So at any given moment, it's important to tap into our feelings and like how we're feeling. Does it feel good? Does it feel heavy? Does it feel light, you know? And you know, love is the ultimate energy of, you know, the highest vibration. And it's not only about love that we have towards other people, it's also about the love that we have towards ourselves. Because if we're not treating ourselves well, then how are we going to do that for anybody else, you know? So it's very important to keep in check, like keep kind of be present to our own feelings and our emotions. And if any negative energy or any perceived energy that you perceive as negative come up, don't ever judge it, because judging, again, is a very bad, very negative, very low vibrational emotion. Like, rather than judging it, like the Queen of Cups, we need to accept it, to be loving towards it, because that's the only way we can kind of not defeat, but like that we can kind of get over these kind of feelings. Because yeah, it's like, you can't fight evil with evil, you know? You can't fight regret with judgment or hatred, you know? We have to do the opposite. We have to, in order to raise our vibration, we need to be the thing that we want to achieve, you know? If we want to achieve a sense of love and feeling good, we have to be the ones to bring those energies, you know, to the forefront. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's complex, but that's the energy we're getting today. Like, that's what we're talking about today, I guess. I'm not even like thinking that much when I'm saying these things, so I'm pretty sure I'm like, it's being channeled through me, because I'm really not thinking. But yeah, gosh. But in like Portugal, I heard that like 200 people passed away because of the heat, which is astonishingly scary. It's frightening, I guess. But but yeah, I'm not sure how we can make a difference. I mean, there are these, like, you know how people talk about recycling and being nice to the planet and stuff, but like, does recycling really help? You know, I mean, the thing is, we can do like little things. We can't, like, the thing is, if we're like thinking, you know, about global warming and how overwhelming it is for us to make a difference, um, the important thing is, I feel like, the feeling. Again, you know, we've been talking about feeling and how important that is, but like, it's important to feel good, and then that's going to raise the vibration of the planet, right? And I'm not talking about just sitting on your ass and just meditating. Like, how's that going to help? But like, yeah, meditating is good, and like group meditations really definitely do help raise the vibration of the planet. But also, like, practical things, like how can we as individuals practically help the planet, you know? And I feel like every person, everybody doing one thing is going to help, help the planet, help Earth, and, you know, slow down at least um, the speed at which global warming is affecting the planet, you know? Like, even like recycling, yeah. Because if you recycle the like the plastic and stuff that we use get reused for something else. And that's going to lessen the amount of carbon dioxide, is it? Um, on our planet. So yeah, like, even if it feels like it's nothing, like we're not doing a huge amount, we don't need to be like doing a huge amount. We just have to do like little things here and there, and that's going to help in the big, like, in the big picture, you know. And yeah, but, and like, you know how people are like making cars that are electrically run rather than using gas, because, you know, it's bad for the planet. So like, people are thinking of ways to um, have less like negative effects on the planet. Like, people are thinking of those things, and like, rather than thinking about how bad global warming is, we can think about like how we can make a difference and how people are already doing that, you know? And it's really important to um, kind of be aware of our thoughts, because, you know, our thoughts create reality. Every action, every action and every manifestation, physical manifestation, as well as like thoughts, like manifestation through thoughts, come from what we think. You know, everything that's been ever created ever on this planet came from a thought initially, you know? And we just have to be like aware of that. Like, how much our thoughts can affect our reality. Um yeah, it's just really important to be aware of that. And yeah, because this like, a message just came to me to talk about this. Like, for example, I'm gonna ask them for a different example, but what can I do? What can we do? okay, so there's this person that I know, and he was hit by a car. I'm pretty sure he was riding a bike, like a bicycle, at the time, but he got hit by a car and he was in hospital and like he couldn't walk and everything like that. But because of that, he had a spiritual awakening, and he realized that like there's more to life than than like meets the eye, I guess. And apparently he wasn't like feeling good beforehand, like like mentally he wasn't, it was like depressed and stuff. But like because of that, because of being hit by a car, he realized how valuable life is, and like how we can't take anything for granted. And yeah, it just shows that like it was because of that car accident, like being hit by a car, that's what made him realize that the importance of life and how we need to appreciate life, you know. And like from like different perspectives, I guess there's like a way of thinking of it, like, oh, I wish I didn't get hit by a car, or like I didn't have to lose those like weeks, months, years of not being able to walk. Yeah, there is that kind of perspective, I guess. But like if we change that around and say because of that he was able to realize the importance of life, the importance of just living life to the fullest, then the entire story changes, you know. The entire perspective becomes different. The story that you tell becomes completely different. So yeah, because it's not the event itself, but it's the way we're thinking about the event, you know. That's what's more important than the actual event, you know. So yeah, it's just like being aware of our thoughts and the way we're constructing stories out of the events that we encounter in life, because that's what we're always doing. We're always experiencing life, and um, we're always experiencing life and things in life in order to learn from them. And that's why our brain wants to construct stories, construct reasons, construct thoughts out of the events that we're going through, the experiences that we're going through. That's what the human mind does. And yeah, it's just like being aware of them, you know, like what energy are we holding in regards to these stories that we tell ourselves, you know? Are we in a space of love, acceptance, and understanding, or are we in like in a state of regret, sadness, fear? Are we experiencing those things? And if we are, like there's no judgment. We don't need to judge them, because you know, judging it doesn't help. If anything, judging makes it worse. If we're ever feeling those things, it's important to accept them, to love them, those feelings. And yeah, like, because also, like, you know, we need those things in a way in order to feel the balance, like feel the difference. And that's something that I learned through working in a corporate job. Like, because I had such a terrible time and I wanted to quit every day, but I did it for 3 years. And because of that, I know how amazing it is, like, to be where I am. Like, I don't have a corporate job anymore. I'm doing what I love. I'm doing teaching, which I love. And like, I can do other things. I can have hobbies, which I could never have hobbies when I worked in a corporate environment, because like all I did was work from day to night. And I can appreciate those things because there's that difference. So it's important to have both of these experiences. We can't just have all the good and none of the bad, because then the good becomes mundane, it becomes normal. We just wouldn't be able to appreciate it in the same way that we would if we had those negative experiences. Because yeah, it's just like a balance. And like, I'm not a parent, so like it's very difficult for me to relate to like being a parent and having a child. But from a child's perspective, and like me having already grown up, like I'm almost 30, like in a year and a half, and like from a child's perspective, I just feel like, some parents can be very fearful of like their children experiencing negative things, and so they try to like overly control them, their actions, their thoughts, their thinking, and that can be a detriment to the growth of the child. Because if we never experience any negativity, if we never experience anything bad, we wouldn't be able to experience the good. We wouldn't be able to like, like feel the difference between having those, like the good things and the bad things. And so, like, those helicopter parents, like, as much as I like sympathize and empathize with those parents, like of like them not wanting their children to go through any pain or any negativity, that can actually destroy the growth of the child. It can have a very negative, very distorted effect. And, the child's going to grow up with a distorted image of the world, because the moment they experience any negativity, because they're going to, you can't be there 24 hours a day, 365 days a week, a year. So they're going to have those bad experiences, those sad experiences, and they're not going to know how to deal with them, because they haven't had to like deal with them, experience them up to that point. So as difficult as it is, it's also very important for them to have the balance, because that's what they're here for. They, if they wanted only good things, they could just stay in heaven, but they come to earth to experience those experiences, the good and the bad, because that's what's going to help them to grow into the human beings that they're destined to become, and like that they want to become. That's why they come to earth. And we all have missions and goals and gifts that we all bring to the planet, in order to raise the vibration of the planet. So like, in a way, if you're trying to I don't know, like be kind of overbearing towards the child, that's actually you're kind of in a way stopping them from becoming the people that they're that they're able to become. Like the potential's there, but like if you're so scared and worried of them experiencing any negativity, any heartbreak, you're actually stopping them from becoming those people. Because I have to say, for me, my negative experiences are what made me stronger, and you know, like right now I have only gratitude for those negative experiences, you know, like, I mean, you guys know because I've talked about all of my experiences before, but like all those things, like it's because of them that I'm able to even do this. I wouldn't have anything to talk about if I hadn't gone through the experiences I'd gone through, you know? And yeah, there's just nothing that I like right now. I have literally, there's nothing that I wish was different in my life. Because it's due to all those things that I've become the person I am, and I'm able to help people because of my own experiences. If I hadn't had these experiences, I wouldn't even know how to relate to like the people who lost the child. How am I going to relate to that, you know, if I don't have the experience? Yes, I can empathize. I mean, yes, I can sympathize and like feel, yeah, I mean, that must have been so horrible. And I could, you know, with words, I could try to understand, but it's not the same thing. It's not anywhere near the same, like the same thing if I like compared to like me actually having had that experience. You know, I can put myself in those people's shoes, and and yeah, it's just different. And I mean, yeah, with that comes, I guess, um a difficulty, I guess, to detach from them, because like I'm able to put myself in those people's shoes. So like it's difficult for me to separate myself from them, but and that's something that I need to work on, like through meditation, through like cord cutting, and yeah, just cleansing myself every time I encounter those kind of, you know, those people, or like, yeah, just those people who've experienced those things, because I'm able to be there, like put myself in their situation. So I have to always like constantly cleanse myself. But then again, that's something that we have to go through anyway. Like every time we have an interaction with any human, we're going to have to cleanse ourselves, because that's their energy, and you know, we need to think, okay, this is my energy, this is their energy, and we're all constantly going in and out of other people's energies. We're always interacting, right? So we're always like, our energy, like imagine like a person, right? A person here, but their energy field is a lot bigger than the actual person, like the person's body, I guess. So we're always coming into contact with other people's energies all the time, regardless of if we're able to empathize with them or not. Every time we talk to any human, we're interacting, and our energies are always um yeah, just merging together. So like cleansing our energy is important regardless of if we're able to empathize with other people's pain, you know. But if we're experiencing if we're interacting with people whose pain we can relate to, it just becomes a lot more important, and a lot more like urgent isn't the word, but like it just becomes more important that we're cleansing, we're constantly cleansing. And if you're watching this, I know that you're also very empathetic, because I'm like that, and we're always attracting similar energies to us. So I know that you probably experience something similar. So like a way, I mean, there are multiple ways that you can cleanse your energy. One is literally to imagine it, like close your eyes, imagine a light coming from above, and it cleansing you, literally like showering you with like positive but like cleansing energy. And it's going to like, imagine it cleansing, removing all the energy. Like when I do this, right? I mean, that's I was talking about the light pouring down, but when I do this, even this helps because it's like I'm removing the energy. I'm removing the other person's energy because this isn't mine. It's not mine to carry. And yeah, like I'm removing it. I mean, this is one technique, and the light thing is another technique. But I mean, there are multiple ways. I mean, even Reiki helps. Just, you know, asking the universe to cleanse you of the energies that don't belong to you, you know, or any negative energy, just remove it all, and the universe will do it, you know. And I also heard that, like, even like taking a shower and like imagining the water not only like removing the like actual like gunk like sweat and stuff like that, but also imagine the water actually pouring and removing the negative energy from you. And that also helps. But you have to actually like envision it, because you know it's energy. It's not like matter. It's not dense. It's energy, so it's light. You know, it's light as in the weight wise. It's very light energy. So you have to actually imagine it happening, and then it will do that for you. But yeah, today feels like not psychic reading day, so I'm going to title this, and probably not psychic reading because it's not. um, but yeah, I will talk to you guys very soon. I'll be live again next week, and we'll see where this takes us. I have a feeling that, like, ultimately, it's not going to be. I don't feel like psychic reading is going to be the center of like my lives. I don't know. I feel like the more I do them, I'm becoming more and more like, I feel like it's becoming more and more concrete, and like I just feel like these lives are going to become more kind of talky lives where I talk about spirituality and like ways in which we're able to improve our lives, you know, through thought and stuff like that. But I love you guys so much, and thank you so much if you're watching live, and thank you for watching the replay, and I will see you next week at 10 a.m. JST on Tuesday, which is on a Monday, 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. EST. So I'll see you guys then. I love you. Take care.